Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Instagram is telling my followers that I've started a live. Thank you, Instagram. You do an amazing job. Hi, Laleh. Hi, Laleh. Good morning. Oh, for you, it's good afternoon, almost good evening. So, this is a series of conversations on the Place book. And I have amazing guests joining me, talking about how was it for them when they first read the book. This book must be maybe 15, 20 years. I'm not so sure. Maybe Laleh can tell us. And this conversation is really to sparkle that curiosity, if you have, or the follow-up of what you know about this book and what we are creating. So I'm bringing Laleh and we can talk more about this. How does it any get any better than that? Laleh's coming. Hello, Laleh.
Hello there.
How are you?
Today I'm great. I'm in it's all a war zone at the moment, but I'm good. I'm good.
There we go. And you're bringing your energy to this place. And how does it get any better? To be the magic.
Yeah, actually this book and this place really has contributed to me a lot during this crazy moments of war, you know?
Great. Tell us more. How is it contributing to you?
Well, first of all, I was at Elgar until towards the end, I think maybe 27th of February.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to spend 5, 6 weeks at this property in Costa Rica that's called El Lugar in Spanish. And then it means the place, which is really when the book was written, it was about a place that allows our bodies, allows our lives to know what's true for us, you know, how nature truly is, but also our bodies are from the earth and nature and our being shining like those trees and the birds. And this trip for me was very unique, very different, because I originally thought I was coming for just like a week or two, and then it kept extending. And I knew there was things my body was also receiving from the land, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that I hadn't, not that I hadn't received before, just different.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then I flew to Dubai. And I was going because, you know, there were some events there and facilitating and things of that sort. And the interesting thing is also when Ramadan started
Mm-hmm.
and celebrating and prayers and lots of things going on for the holy world in the Middle East. And in the past, when I was here for Ramadan, it wasn't always easy for me and my body. And coming from Aligarh, had a very different space in the way my body could be with the land. And also, you know, there's been so many pieces. Like there was moments my body was like, let's get out. And then it was like, no, let's stay. And we ended up being there when the first missiles hit on the 28th. And it's interesting because like most people would say there's war, there's missiles. We had one day 3 missiles that were intercepted and 1,000 drones. That's a lot.
Yeah, no shortage of whatever they're using there.
Yeah. And I felt it, I heard it, my body could perceive them,
Mm-hmm.
and yet there was space and relaxation.
And that's amazing because this is the conversation and this is the book itself. Because so just everyone knows we're having full Elgar, the Place book club. Lal is one of the facilitators taking part of it, and all the money will be towards the Elgar, the place in Costa Rica, which is a resource and much more than a resource. And I had to think of, okay, so what is it for you? How was it for you? And following up through this conversation, Lali, of you being in Algar and then choosing to go to Dubai, and right when you're there, the whole thing starts. Now, what's happening in the Middle East? But following up on when you read the place, when was it, first of all? How many years was it? Do you
I'm
remember?
not. So I could tell you that in 2013, I found out about the place, the book, as well as the Eligars. When I started to actually get involved with the project Eligar was
Wow,
2013.
that's so cool.
I think it was
And when
January or February. Yeah.
and when you read the book, what was it? What did it come up to you? And I know many things can come up. How was it for you, the experience?
It was one of not the hardest books to read, but it was one of the books that in one sentence, there's so much information energetically and content wise that I was slow to read this little teeny book, you know? And it was so funny
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was like,
Really thin.
I was like, yeah, it's like a pocket size, you know? And yet, oh my God, like anytime I've had any interaction with hearing about Eligar, there's always been this joy, celebration in my body. Like my cells are celebrating. And that's why actually I've been involved in the project for 13 years because the first time I heard about it was a fundraising dinner. And I was like, I know I have to be there, you know? And since then, it's gotten different. You know, it's different, but there's this aliveness in my world whenever I think about it, whenever I engage with it, whenever I read anything about it, see pictures, I'm there. Like it's just living energy.
It is, which is the book itself. It's a living energy. If you read it today and you read it in 6 months or a year, you get a totally different energy from it, isn't it?
Totally. And you know, it's funny because I started to read it and Gary Douglas actually has an audio version of it, like him reading the book. And I got lazy because I loved listening to his voice, you know, reading the book itself. And there were moments I actually had to just pick up the book by itself because all the magic he brought into it each time, that and more.
Yeah, yeah. Because you got to read, yeah, like I'm reading again right now. And yesterday I was like, what? You know, you get, what is it saying? And then you go and read it again. Because it's not for your mind, it's the energy of it all. And Lale, what is it for you when you are at Elgar with your body? Like we spoke about that, and you know you were there right at the beginning when there was no resource, was the land itself, and you kept visiting, and now you go at the resource and even at classes of access consciousness and different facilitators. What is this? What does it bring to you and your body, and even your business, and how your creations are?
Okay, I got to tell you guys a story. So we used to visit once or twice a year after what was called a 7 day in Costa Rica. So we'd be at a different property and we would take a day trip there on a bus. And I was the investor relations. So I got to talk to everyone and be very engaged and involved. And one time when we were going, the night before, I got really sick. And it's rare for me to be sick. I was sick. I was pulling things out of everybody else's body. I was healing everything. And it wasn't until 4:30 in the morning that I even stopped vomiting. Someone asked me one question and then it finally stopped. And at 7, we were leaving on the bus to go. Now, I'm supposed to be the rah-rah cheerleader. Yeah, I was not feeling that great, you know? And we were on the bus and I was okay, but my body just didn't feel like my body. We got there an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later, and the bus, the tire hit the gravel on the path to the opening of where we would go.
Mhm.
My body relaxed. Like that moment, that gravel, it was like so different. And it took maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get from that area to where we would park and then get out of the shuttle and then go, my body, it was as if I never was sick. No vomiting, nothing. I felt more energized than I'd ever felt before. And I was like, oh my God, I feel great. Like it just dissipated and released, gone, bye-bye. And it is because this land is pure earth, hasn't been abused. Even with the construction now, it was done in honor of it. Like even when the pipes were put in, immediately after the pipes were put in, the grass was put back. Like it literally like healed itself. Like it wasn't damaging to it. And you know, there's a lot we each go through in a given year and with our bodies. And I'm a happy person, but when I come to Elugar, it's almost like detox, you know, like all the stress melts. Like, what stress? What do you mean? I'm usually there around the holidays too, besides classes. It's like, what do you mean there's stress going on around the world? Yeah, I don't feel it at all. It's gone, you know? But the birds singing, even when it rains, like there's such, I don't know if there's words, but it's like raw earth, like, and it's hard to lie to you.
It's in, and somehow when you get there, you're not functioning from your brain as much. So you really
Yeah.
are more connected to your body and
Yeah.
everything that's around you. And that to me is the place itself.
Yeah. And it really, and you know, the land has these spirits of the earth that just feels amazing. There's over 110 horses there.
Yeah.
And for me, each day, I have to go see the horses. I have to go say hello. And some of them, they're eating their hay. They're like in their own world. But then some come and they engage. But it's always what I require. You know, like one day, a few weeks ago, well, last month, I said, hey, universe, show me what is kindness. Like, what is true kindness? And then I went to see the horses and I was hanging out with Raina, who's my horse. And then 2 stalls over, okay, the stall next door is this male gelding who's amazing. He's a lover. He always likes to lick me. He's just so kind. His kindness was this, let me lick you. Let me tell you, you're amazing. And then the one next to it, when I went to see her, she just came up to me with this presence and my whole world melted. Like just melted. Like the kindness she showed me was a reflection of a mirror. But like, wow. Like, and that's the thing for me is like the land, the casitas are beautiful furniture you won't find anywhere else in Costa Rica for sure. Elegant, you know, beauty, but the land, the animals, they're showing us what's really possible from oneness.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Laleh, for bringing this energy to this conversation. Well, so if people have not read the book or have not been to Algar, how would you like to invite them? How would
Yeah.
what else would you add? So,
You know, I've spoken to a lot of people who come and visit because I'm always curious, how did they get there? How did they find out about it? And some of them are like, I have no idea how I got here. I just got here, you know, like I was going somewhere else and then this seemed like the stop or Google brought me here or whatever. But it was always when I talk to them when they're leaving, they're like, I had to be here. I had to experience this. I'm coming back, you know, and the food is amazing, by the way. I forgot to talk about the food. The food is delicious and they're getting better and better with each time I go. Like I've been going for almost since the day they actually opened, like, well, open to not the public, but to the investors. And oh my God, it's so good. The food is amazing. But like someone was telling me they saw 64 different birds out of their own casita window.
Like zoom, zoom, zoom.
How's that possible? Most people don't even have that in a lifetime, you know? So, like, again, it's like nature just shows you. But I would say it's a place that you can go if you just want to chill and relax and kind of, you know, the R&R and rehydrate. And then it can be a place where you just want creativity, just want to go, you want to have fun. And if you're a horse person or you're not, I wasn't a horse person until I met Gary Douglas. And now I'm like a horse enthusiast traveling around the world finding horses, the horses are pretty incredible. Just you standing next to them, you don't have to ride them.
Yeah, amazing. Wow, yeah. Only by you talking about, I was like, oh, I want to go to Algarve. Well, thank you so much, Laleh, and I'm so glad that you are one of the facilitators coming to the book club that's starting on the 8th of April. I'm going to add all the information here. And really, what else is possible for us to be the contribution to Earth? And I get that Elgar is there and the place is there.
And I'd add one more thing. Like we
Mm.
talk about being a contribution to the earth, but what I found Elegar shows us, the earth receives our contribution. Are we willing to receive from the earth?
I love that. Wow, how does it get any better? Thank you so much, Laleh.
Thank you, Leander, for
Thank you.
coordinating all this. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
My pleasure. Bye bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.